Have you heard of responsible gambling?
Yes.
What do you think that is, responsible gambling?
It means you gamble and you don't actually spend all your money that you have. You just have a certain, small amount that you can spend.
Have you ever heard of Responsible Gambling Awareness Week?
Yes.
What do you think that week is about?
Trying to let your community know that there is help. There's all different services that they could go to or speak to people about in regards to gambling to try and help them if they're having any issues or problems with it.
Can I ask if you gamble?
Occasionally.
And would you class yourself as a responsible gambler?
Yes.
If there's anybody in your family or friends who you've known who maybe hasn't been a responsible gambler?
Yes, my ex-husband was not responsible at all. He used to gamble all the time and I wasn't aware of the situation of exactly how much money he was spending, but eventually I found out he was spending thousands and thousands of dollars.
Is there any signs?
On occasions maybe he was angry when he came home from work, or if I'd known he'd been to the tab or something and he came back angry, then I knew that he'd lost all his money.
Can I ask if you think gambling should actually be listed as an addiction like drugs and alcohol and shopping and all the other addictions?
Well, it is an addiction because, especially with people that do have a problem gambling, because they just gamble until, they've run out of money. So they can't stop. So that's an addiction to me.
If someone in your life had a problem with gambling now, or they weren't gambling responsibly, how would you know?
Maybe you could pick up on their behaviour. But that's a hard thing too. It's not an easy thing, with alcohol, when they're drunk or things like that. Just if there's changes in their behaviour, if they're angry, upset, etc. And also if, they asked for money because they didn't have any money.
Are you aware of gambling help and gambling help counsellors?
I am now. I wasn't previously, but I am aware of it now.
Gambling help counsellors are available to anyone who's impacted by gambling. So thinking about, your time then, do you think that you would have been likely to have gone and seen a gambling help counsellor?
I definitely would have. My ex-husband definitely wouldn't have. And in the end, that was really what I think played a part in our marriage dissolving. So if I had have got help for myself because I didn't cope with it, then, I don't know what would have, something else might have happened.
So you said that your husband wouldn't have gone to seek help. Why do you think that is?
Because he didn't think he had a problem and he didn't want to talk about it. I think because he was embarrassed.
What do you think the barriers are for people coming and seeking help?
I think the main barriers would be that they're embarrassed because, there's all different people out there who actually do have a problem with gambling. But, there might be someone who's smart and intelligent. So therefore, if they, say to someone, I've spent $50,000 on gambling, they're embarrassed to admit that.
If you or someone you care about is impacted by problem gambling, you can contact the Gambling Helpline on 1-800-858-858. The helpline will refer you to local gambling help services, or you can contact the Central Coast Gambling Help directly at www.problemgambling.net.au. There are 3 gambling help services on the Central Coast of New South Wales. Gambling Solutions provides counselling across Gosford and Wyong regions. PM Counselling provides counselling in Gosford, and Wesley Mission provides counselling in several locations across Wyong. Thank you for watching.